I started painting miniatures when I was 11, 12 years old. I then came back to this hobby about 3 years ago. During these two periods, I've collected a lot of miniatures, but how many of them are actually unpainted? Let's figure out. And this isn't even close to all of them. If you're a regular on this channel, you know that we've moved house, and I've moved from this basement to this studio, and it's still a work in progress. We still got quite a lot to do, but I'm really excited about it. So this will be the main studio recording area, candy eating room, 3D printing storage room, computer stuff room. But before I start recording painting tutorials and more entertaining Squidmar videos, I'm looking at you, Thunderhawk. We're gonna need a few weeks of preparing and repainting and just setting up this entire studio. So this week, when packing up all of these boxes, I thought, why not go through every single one of these and see how much I actually have to paint to catch up with my entire backlog. Much of the stuff shown in this video is going to be unpainted, but I would say maybe even more than half of the stuff that I own is bought secondhand, which means that a lot of it does have paint on it. But it's not painted by me, and it's not the way that I wanted to have it painted when it's done. You know what? Let's find out how big this backlog actually is. This box is my entire Wood Elf collection from when I was a kid. It's an entire old school Wood Elf army. Everything I had painted myself, I re-primed when I was 15 years old, and the stuff that does have paint on it, well, that's painted by someone else. It's 19 War Dancers and 13 Glade Guard, 10 Way Watchers, and yeah, 3 of the newer Way Watchers too. Skull and a Sorceress, 45 Archers, 3 Horses, 1 Chariot, 3 Treemen, 2 Eagles, 1 Eagle with the Rider, Orion, Ariel, a Blister with the Command Group, and one of those big-ass dragons. And on top of these old school Middle Hammer stuff, I have a bunch of newer Wood Elf and Sylvaneth stuff I still haven't painted. 14 Dryads, 6 Archers, 10 Tree Revenants, 12 Kernet Hunters, an Arch Revenant, and Spirit of Durthu. And in these boxes we find 6 Forests and 3 Endless Spells. Let's go even further back in time. Hero Quest. Welcome to my Unpainted Hero Quest collection. 16 Fimirs, 6 Wizards of Morkar, 12 Heroes and Bosses, 31 Terrain Pieces, 19 Skeletons, 11 Zombies, and 14 Mummies. We also got 8 Chaos Warriors, 23 Men-at-Arms, 6 Trolls, wow, 24 Goblins, and 26 Orcs. And I'm still missing 2 of the expansions, bringing our total up to 357. Let's do a speed round. Wolfenstein the board game. Malifaux boxes. He-Man, Master of the Universe. 5 75mm miniatures from Terrible Kid Stuff. 4 metal minis. I don't know what they are. More Malifaux boxes. Beregond. 2 D&D monsters. Greenskin Oni. 10 gigantic buildings from Tabletop World. Abyssal bust. More tiny Malifaux stuff. Brogath the Hunter. The entire Dragon Empire Kickstarter. The Minotaur. 11 busts and 75mm figures. Deoguard. 8 miniatures from the Cult of Paint Kickstarter. And some busts.
Let's do some Games Workshop.
Huh? Whew, good to have that out of the way. Let me show you my unpainted Underworlds collection. I seem to have a problem with these because every time there's a new warband, I buy it. Most of the time, I build it up like this, and then I start painting it like this. And I leave it half finished, like I'm all like without paint. Or Orcs, it's just been primed. Or these, that has like 90% done, but still have like a lot of details that are just gray still. I have a problem. Since I don't have any sponsor this week, I'm gonna show you this t-shirt. Have you seen this pretty t-shirt? I've seen it before. Also, have you seen this t-shirt? It's a shirt with an orc and it's on a skateboard. It's really nice. You can get it as a crew neck as well, like a sweater. And I also have this t-shirt and that t-shirt. Look at that. Isn't that nice? It almost looked like there's a Tomb King. No, I mean, it's like a sand mummy thing with the cool stuff on it. So if you want cool stuff like this, you can check out the link below because it helps me. Bye-bye. Isn't it magical how much stuff I have? And speaking of magic, nobody would trade an old Xbox 360 for a Siege army, right? This is kind of nice. Let's do one more. This is all magic. I don't know how this happened. Wow, because nobody would trade all of this for an Xbox. Especially not even more, right? Oh, wow, more! I think that's done. How many is this? 72 models. And I kind of had a weak moment because when I purchased all of this, I thought maybe I should complement the army even more before I start painting. So I have a full playable army. So I kind of got some more stuff. I think this is another 10 Siege models. And on top of that, I got another 8 Caradron dudes. That's kind of nice. Let's do another speed round. Bone Grinder Gargant. 20 skeletons. 10 fire warriors. 56 limbo miniatures. 8 more limbo miniatures. 3 huge monsters for limbo. And 6 heroes, also for limbo miniatures. A demon, the harbinger of death, Sergeant Centurion. A necromancer, 3 burbs, 3 other things, and a corn demon. I think that's all of the single models and all of the blisters that's sort of not done. Whoa.
What?
What's that? Oh, it's gotta be the Chaos War Mammoth. This is one of my most prized possessions. That still only counts as one! This was another one of my sort of all-time dreams, just to own the Chaos War Mammoth. I'm still missing the tusks, but a viewer was kind enough to send me this project that he had had in his attic for over 20 years and didn't want anymore. This is actually something that I'm building to maybe include in... Whoa. What's that? I've been sitting here for 3 weeks, eating nothing but pine cones and holding my Wii in for probably 4 or 5 months. And we finally started seeing them. The wild beastclaw.
In the deep parts of the Gyran jungles, a wild pack of ogres are feasting on the flesh of their enemies. We can find 2 thunder tusks, 1 stonehorn, and a mammoth that will soon transform into a thunder tusk. In front of the pack, we have 9 icefall yetis and 8 mournfangs. Leading a small group of 4 frost sabers, we have the fabled icebrow hunter. If we look closely, we might even find a poorly converted butcher. That indeed would be a common sight.
Okay, so take a look at these 3 beauties. There's my Ragnarok Spider, my Mega Boss, and my Maw Crusher. These 3 beauties are some of my favorite models I've ever done. You'd think that there would be an army to accompany these so I could play with my favorite figures. And you know what? There is a plan. And honestly guys, I kind of went overboard. There is so much stuff built here that I want to do for my goblin army. It's gonna take some while to finish this. Lovely mix of trolls, spiders, and squigs. And by the way, I just found some more stuff. Spruce, more spruce, boxes, and I found stabas. Bringing the total amount of goblins to 189. The orcs may not be as many, but they're strong. 1 more Maw Crusher, 18 Gore Gruntas at various stages, 2 War Chanters, and 10 Art Boys. I almost forgot about my Space Quest stuff.
Space Crusade.
I mean, Star Crusade?
Space Crusade.
But it says Star Quest on the box.
Space Crusade.
There's a lot of models in Space Crusade. 44 Marines, 56 Greenskins, 38 other enemies. And on top of that, 14 Eldar and 4 of these dudes. That brings a total to 156 models just for Space Crusade. We're nearing the end. This is one of my current build-up projects, my Tomb Kings. Personally, I've painted one mini out of the entire army, and it's not even on a gaming base. So all of this have to be repainted. 2 Sphinxes, 3 heroes, the almighty Nagash of course, 26 horses, 2 Casket of Souls. It's like 105 skeletons and just so much other random small stuff. And when seeing everything laid out like this, I wonder if I'm ever going to finish all of my miniatures. Probably not, but it's okay, some of these are just for collecting. That brings the total up to 266. When you think you've counted them all, we found a few boxes of minis we just forgot to count. And all of these like bins of minis that I've traded or purchased that I just put in boxes like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it now, I don't have a plan, so I'm just gonna put it there. It was 303 more minis. 303 more minis! Anyway, this video took 2 full days to record, and that's even without editing. I had expected this video to be a quick edit and recording so we could keep fixing the studio, but you know what, we had fun and we got to see all of the stuff I have. Maybe I'll have to put out some for sale, let's see. If you want to support this channel, help me make videos, you can check out my Patreon, pledge a few dollars. People over there have been super kind and pledging. Since I started this channel, it's been the main way that my salary's been paid. Special thanks to all of my top Patreon supporters. You can also check out any of the tools that I use. If you wonder about the lamp, the recording gear, the video lights, etc. I have all of that listed on my website, squidmar.com. On there you can find anything from paints to airbrushes, all that stuff that I use when I paint. And with that said, I think that should be it. Have a great day. Bye bye.